All right, hello everybody. I am back for hole number 6 here of the St. Patty's Day Pro Tournament. And just setting up my bag. What I do like to do here is a little bit more distance. This is the time that I might probably just throw on Cataclysm. It's not the end of the world if I do anyway. Aside from that, short iron, long iron. Just going to kind of go for precision more than anything. Let's switch over to Hornet, why not? Of course, I already do have a make with Thorn on this round. Make sure that you have some long rough iron sand irons for sure for this hole. And, same with the wood. You want to make sure that you have some top spin, that you have some distance, all that good stuff. Of course, 8 bars of top spin isn't really going to add anything extra that you really need. So I wouldn't worry too much about that, because it's unlikely that you'll ever need it. It's better to have a little bit more accuracy than it is to, like if I was to compare here. So I have a little accuracy boost and I have a little ball guide boost. Two things that can come in kind of handy from time to time. But as you can see, Big Dog is also good. If that was an 8, I'd probably use that instead. So that's pretty much the difference. It's the fact that it's a 7. So we're only talking one level from being what I'd use. And you see the rest of my bag is set up more for accuracy, aside from those two. Did I put Big Dog on? That was an accident. And same thing here as before. You are going to want some distance. This might be the time to even think about bringing out a Berserker ball. So let me set up with a 1-on-1. Doesn't mean I'm going to use it. 5. So anytime you get a 5, that means you're going to be getting additional cards. There's more Big Dog. Oh, and a ball. So it's either going to be a ball or maybe a pink card. And those are the only things that I really, focus on. Nothing else really. All those commons, no big deal. I mean, it kind of is because I don't have them all maxed on this account, but so ideally, when you're driving this hole, you drive it to the second fairway. But that's also going to be very wind dependent on being able to do that. So let's see. Ooh, straight downwind. Okay, so now it's no question. We need to set up shots that are going to put us in this second fairway to potentially grab this eagle. So I'm really hoping this guy goes for it too. Oh, you're killing me, dude. I really wanted to see his, yes, do this. So A, for your benefit, and B, I'd really like to see where his Epoch 3 lands so I can use it as a reference. He should have went full there. I'm not sure why he was laying off of that. Here, let's see what we got. So, I'm still going to go full with mine. I'm not really sure, how much top spin I want. You do have to worry about running it through the second fairway so that, oh no. Hold on, ball. I know I did play for some margin of error, and I am okay, thank goodness. Whew. So you saw I played it way over to the left, and I could have put on that second top spin. I did want to be a little cautious, and you can see, you know, the hardest thing about this hole is going to be the second shot. So if you're not in the second fairway and you put it where this guy did, that's one of the reasons that you want to put Spitfire on. You can still get to that third fairway. This is just kind of poor planning. Makes your life a little bit more challenging, but it's okay as long as you get it to kind of the right side of this fairway. He'll still be able to get a sniper to the hole, especially with a Kingmaker on. And here you're seeing kind of the effects of having this. Now I kind of wish that I didn't have it, because I really don't need this extra power. I'd rather have the precision here. So here you're going to see me set up for a hook. First I'm playing the wind, so you can see that I'm already playing the wind with this shot. And in addition to this, I'm going to essentially stack on an additional bullseye and go full landscape here. And that's just too much, so you need to find how much that is to hook it. As you can see, I did not quite calculate that right. I used about 2 bullseyes worth, and it wasn't quite right, but it was close. It was within, 2 rings, so it was very close. You can get the ball on the green on this hole. You can get an albatross still. Technically, I've never albatrossed this hole, but it can be done, especially if you utilize the back hill. So that's what you saw me trying to do more than anything there, was to, and this is kind of the back hill that I mentioned. If you get it right off this hill, you just kind of funnel it towards the hole, and that's kind of what I was trying to do with my, second and third top, was get it more, towards the back and just kind of funnel it down that hill. And I do believe that I'm going to be about a 1 ring adjustment here, more or less. I'm not really going to play around with the spin too much, not too worried about it. Just going to kind of land it in front of the hole like this and play it right around a ring. Great ball. So, hitting a great ball, it's going to immediately push it out to the left. There's no way. So a great ball there in that situation, if I'm playing 1 ring, was essentially the equivalent of hitting it dead straight, which, since there's wind, is going to be no good. So you can see that, that's going to essentially take you out of the shot no matter what, especially when you're only doing a 1 ring adjustment and you pull it 1 ring. Like, that's not a good thing in terms of if you're trying to make the shot. So keep that in mind. Try to concentrate on your perfect ball. Hopefully you guys can get it out of the bunker, because with good wind play, that's the only way you're going to ever make the shot. So just something to keep in mind. Here you're going to see me always backing off the top spin here. Backspin, 2.5 bars. You can get away with. I'm not sure how much wind that I have to play here, but you're going to see me use right around 5 rings or so. Just try that, see what it looks like. I don't really care if I lose this shootout, it's not a big deal. And there you see, relatively aggressive, not bad. Speed-wise, I had the speed just out to the side. So if you have watched all my shootout guides here, well, all my hole guides, and then if you've seen the shootouts as well, then you've seen, you know, 3 unique plays into this hole. Because the winds have been entirely different and my spin has been backed off of. And you can see that that ball got to pin high there. And it was quite a different spin than the first time, the way that I originally played the hole. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're playing your 4th hole, that or you know, just tour 9 in general, that you're gonna need to, you know, always be thinking about the way the wind's gonna affect the ball and changing your backspin and side spin accordingly. And now I'm kind of at a decision. It would have been, you know, nice to have that eagle. There's no point of qualifying anymore. But backing off at this point is also kind of tedious in its own. So I gotta be a little careful as to what I do here. Like if I'm going to forfeit out, which is what I'd like to do, because I think I could easily have 3 shots through 6 here instead of 2, like 2 eagles. 2 is just going to be getting 3 and 6. And I think next time with a revision, and that's one of the things that you guys can benefit. You see me mess up the par 5? Well, you can go ahead and next time you'll be able to, you guys can get it today by just making, you know, some minor tweaks on what I'm doing. And, you know, same thing for me. So tomorrow, you know, if I do some tweaks on mine, you know, all I needed was 2 extra rings on that. I would have hit that fairway, would have probably been good. But I thought for sure 2 full bullseyes was going to be good to go. So like I should have just used an extra ring or 2. And it would have been perfect. So keep that in mind there, guys. And good luck with that 6th hole. And be on the lookout for hole number 7. So see you guys on the next one.